Yeah, I know I posted a short just a few minutes ago, but I'm still waiting on that video. And the truth is, it's 5 minutes after 5, and I'm fixing to start doing guitar time for Tuesday, March 12th. I just hadn't, you know, and all the lights come on. So I figured I'd show you kind of what I do before I catch everything. So I'm just going through the little band room here. That's not good. Hmm. Great. Those lights don't want to work. Let's try it again. It's dark in here and those aren't working. Ain't that nice? Well, gotta have that going. Close up on. Okay, how about messed up? I mean, how rock and roll is that? I hope you can see it. That was a show. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn some more light on. You know, so like I don't make long enough videos already. I guess that's as good as it's gonna get. All right, where's my trusty doodad? Oh no, still going, ain't it? Falls right out of this little perch. Where's it gonna end up today, bro? What do you want to do? Well, sorry guys. It doesn't want to do what it should do. Okay. Guitar time. We are sorry. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Literally. All right. Well, it's all the way up. Just don't want to straighten up. Now I got too much light in the retina. I ain't even plugged in a guitar yet. Now what guitar should I play? I've played them all except I don't even want to touch that one. Go away. I'd rather play something else. This guitar is about like the Never guitar. I've had it. It's been around for a while. You know, before Commerce Child, there was a feller named Steve Griffin. He was a wrestler, and he kind of urged his. I ain't even gonna say urged. He's a really quite a good guitar player, and I thought maybe this would work, you know, but the band was kind of disintegrating. It was going through kind of what I'm going through now, and it ended up, you know, with Brad singing, because I think really truthfully that's what I really needed. I needed pressure off these lungs and all that work. I'm just, I was going through it, man. didn't really realize it. Strokes and stuff ain't no joke, man. If they tell you got high blood pressure, you could be anybody but me and go, no big deal. Just keep eating Oreos, keep eating whole packs of graham crackers, just sitting on the chair, and eating dinner after that, and watching TV till you fall asleep, and then get up and run like a dog while eating probably still too much food and drinking sodas all the while, or iced tea. I did that. I still somewhat do it, but I'm realizing that I'm doing it, and I'm trying to do better. And you could end up like taking a bunch of pills for strokes and seizures and stuff. So pay attention. All that started when they worked on my hands. See, I've been working at the same place 20 years. Did the same motions all the time. It ain't that fast, but over and over and over again, over and over and over again. And started having trouble. Couldn't even play guitar. What? No guitar time? Oh man, you walk up the stairs. Hey man, I don't know what we're gonna do, man, but I can't sleep at night and I can't play guitar. Something's got to give. Well, they fixed me, but right before they put me down, they said, "Look, you got high blood pressure. You got to do something about it." And I just did. I just went, yeah, whatever. Don't do that. Better start asking questions. And if you're over 40, you probably should have already checked out. Don't wait. This guitar is a hand-built little gem. She's not the highest of highs, but the neck was made somewhere. It's got a real rich feel to it. You got some P90 Wilkinsons on here. Nothing fancy. It's like a single cutaway. Really, I mean, seriously, a piece of plywood. Chad Roberts, back when he was doing Roberts Guitar, he hooked me up with this. Not sure what happened, but he don't even really do, if he does guitars, he don't do it on Facebook, which is sad, because I'd support him. But I'm sure if I could find him, I could probably get some help, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Somehow I ended up meeting up with Brody, and I want to take all my guitars to Brody. Alright, and the video might be releasing right now as we speak. I gave up and I put the camera on, because the longer I sit around and wait, the longer that it takes to put out these videos, and I'm really bad about putting out a short video. I don't have any editing processes, and it's candid. It's not like in the 60s either. They kind of tried to tell you what to say and do. I try to pay attention to what I say, but it takes practice. That's the other reason why I try to say no, it's not for kids, because they ask you every video. Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm saying everything right. Also, I don't know if I'm playing a song that's in trouble, so I try not to play too much of it. This guitar ain't been played forever, guys. This is a real guitar time moment. This guitar is seriously. I do like the fact that it's got 24 frets. I'm gonna have to go get some fret ease or whatever. Let me go to my little box here. Let me see. I'll see if I can give you a hint. See the little black and yellow box there? There's not a whole lot in here. My little trusty $20 Hart screwdriver, just a little button screwdriver that turns things in a jiffy, and a few other extras. Maybe I'll do a string change this week and play this, because it's not a terrible guitar. Maybe I should try to set it up for a slide or something. I've never been good at a slide guitar. Why is that? I don't know. I'm not finding what I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. We won't do it. Oh no. I'm gonna have to hit up Guitar Center. Phew. This guitar is like, yuck. You know how you get in a car and it's some old fella's car and he smoked like a pack a day, and most of the day he was in his car? That's what this guitar feels like. Yeah. I'm sure it's going to be very unstable. Barely got it on, but I think I'm still on the same setting I was yesterday. Yeah, just to be sure, I'm gonna bump that down a little bit. Sound familiar? Maybe that right there should be today's notes. So you're basically playing a D. Right? Nothing fancy. Play that all the time, right? Now you take your first finger and you bend it up. That's just a maybe I shouldn't be leaving this guitar on the wall for months at a time. Because once again, I pick it up and I go, oh wow. That's a Marshall. Once again, it's like on 2 on the gain, and the level is on like 2 1/4. You know, it's not too loud. You are sitting in front of the line 6, which is, 6/12s. You got 6/12s just to the left of you. Not exactly sure where the mic's pointing. I don't know how it sounded yesterday. I haven't really had much chance to listen to the video. I don't take the time, for one, because it's been taking days to get anything done. And I don't do anything. I'm like no editing at all. if you guys are actually watching this and enjoying it, it must be just because you find it interesting or don't know what I'm going to do. Because I was that same guy on stage back, 12, 13 years ago. Oh, look, he's fixing to jump the... No, he didn't make it. He ran into the hi-hat and broke a $150 mic. And all the band's like, oh, man, we're not going to get paid. It was all my fault. Yeah, Mark was a little mad, too, because I think I bumped him pretty hard. You could probably find the video on Flynn's page, which is on my recommendations somewhere. He went to a lot of the shows. But, somewhere I was doing something and ran up to the drum throne and, doing like this. Played in drop D. It's easier to put on a show when you're... So you're just jamming out and you're running around cutting fool, and that's how it happens. I ain't gonna try to do it now. I'll hurt my back. Yeah, I know. What's he gonna do? What's he doing? What am I doing? I gotta make sure I keep it on the carpet. Maybe we're gonna learn how to play slide together. Playing it's different. Not used to playing the small string. Action's too low, I think. Yeah, this is weird. Sounded so much better the first time. I don't think the pinky's too much help. That don't feel any better. No delay. Now you see why I didn't ever get into this. And I think I'm going to find something to present better than just the intro to some Ozzy song. Because that's starting to sound like racket to my ears. And that's the bad thing about having a gift like mine. If you can't find a quick solution, you might not learn it. If you can't connect with it, so for some reason I connect with that intro enough that I can kind of play it. Kind of. But where I think what I would do better is if I just raised up an action just a little bit better, because this thing is, it's set for a guy like me with weak hands. Yeah, I got weak hands. I'm a fast player, and I know a lot of ditties and stuff, but I got weak hands, man. I got cut on. I like that other tone better. Jimmy Page kind of thing. I can hear one of my speakers kicking in. It's probably the back connector on the Legacy. It's done it to me before. Yep. It's a little series of hammer-ons. It's not hard. It was more like almost like a memory for me, but I'm not sure about Jimmy. And see, now I want to pick up the slide because I think of another Led Zeppelin ditty, you know, it's like. All right, here's that lick. everybody's really fond of these rare pedals. They do got a really quirky sound. They almost sound like a fuzz pedal, which some people will say, you don't like a fuzz? No, man, I don't like fuzz. My Marshall's turned up pretty high most of the time. And I mean, I guess I'm just getting old because I watched a guy that I played in his venue a few times, and I kind of made him probably wonder what in the hell was I doing, because I was going into his place and I was crunk, man. I had that HD 500 on some really heavy gains, but I'm really stickler with my volume knob, man. I've learned a long time ago from friends in the past, use your volume knob. And that way when you start digging, that's what it does. That's what Marshall got famous for. And now it's like they put so much gain in it because kids don't really know how to dig in like it was doing in the 70s or the 80s even. The 80s was famous for adding delays and reverbs and stuff, you know, and that's why people said Stevie Ray sounded so good, because he kept his guitar real clean and just used a couple of pedals, you know, and they were tube screamers. Oh, everybody hates tube screamers. Nah, they're sweet. They don't sound so good on these processors, but you know, you stack a couple of them like he did on a pretty hot set Fender tube amp, and just keep it just as nitty gritty clean. Put it on the cleanest pickup of your Strat, and that was where it sounded good. He had a nice plate reverb somehow in the signal. Just keep it clean. But Marshall was like, go ahead, dig. We'll make it sound big. You want big? Just dig. And that's kind of what I got going on right here. But something's going on with my rig here. Don't really know what. Could be just my wireless. Yeah, those two pedals down there, I'm gonna have to check the signals. Stunned at just how pretty this guitar still sounds. Chad Roberts, thank you for this guitar. I'm sorry I sat on it. It's a sleeper. I think it's because it was chained to Triforce. And I'm sorry, Stephen. It left a dirty, dirty taste in my mouth. And I hate that things weren't the way they should have been, but it's all part of the journey. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. It's guitar time. Can't help but smile about an old guitar that you thought wasn't that great. There's still more to come. Kind of hate doing those DIY guitar things, but Scar My Guitar, I'm gonna mention you again. I'm one of your subscribers. I'm watching your show. I'm gonna build that Squire, and I'm gonna play it. And if it sucks, I'm gonna take it to somebody to make it not suck. It's too bad my buddy John at work don't fix guitars. He seems to know how to fix everything else. So, those folks that aren't good at tuning, you noticed I just strummed it, right? And as you're tuning up, you'll hear that warble, right? It's vibration, man. And you either get it or you don't. The slower it goes, the closer you are to being proper. When it's just so close, listen. I'm at the same note. Now, don't get mad at me because I could do that. Because I just went straight from E to D and that quick. And you know why? You had to. You didn't have time to go, people out there watching. And the bars too, man. Even at the bar. It's in every book on how to make money, playing music, all that crap. I read it. Don't matter. You just don't do it. It's like taking a wheel off of your car and using something that you shouldn't be using to jack the dang thing up. It's going to kill something, right? So here we are. You got to tune up, right? That was actually probably the worst example I can give you because you ain't got time to even do it that slow. That's how quick it needs to be done. Otherwise, you better pull your tuner out. Better use your little thing on your whatever. We didn't do all that. Even back in the day, man, they didn't do it. Most of the time, like so many other bands, one guy knew how to keep his guitar tuned. And the rest of them tuned to him. Usually it was whatever it was. And I'm talking about back in the day, because you listen to some of them old recordings, and those songs are either way up there, like Johnny Cash's songs. They don't seem, they're like half a cent or 2 or 3 out. They seem very up there. Trying to think of an old LS tune. One of them songs off the first record. Probably the first song. Oh. Ah. There it is. That's the lick I was looking for. You guys that's been playing a little while, you know. So that's the note, right? But you got to play it on the B string. It's a 3-fret change up. That's a cool signature too. Oh, it's hard to play holding your guitar like. All right, here it is. Ah, it's hard to hold it up like that. And yeah. Fours are cool. Some band that was in a hurry a long time ago came up with a really cool lick on fours. So it's 04042. Ugh, that's that's so bad. Maybe it does need a tune up. That's the trick. It was in some sort of light. I think it was some color, something, yeah. Like, I don't know. You tell me. Some fella in Wisconsin's got me talking funny. Or is it Minnesota? No. I should be shot. He's one of my favorite guys. And I probably shouldn't be doing all that. But maybe it'll be cool because you watch these guys and their start and you go, man, that is so cool how they started. And that's why I mentioned them. I'm starting to figure something else out. Nope, maybe it's not that. Yep, as usual, time is going by really fast. This guy, you might want to stay away from that guy. Because he says he doesn't practice something, but the things that he wants to say, man, I don't know if you should be listening to that fellow, you know. Anyway, I give you the chords even though you probably shouldn't be doing it because it starts in E. And then you start playing G sharp, major. Then you're going to play a C sharp minor. The trick is that little pinky note right there. Pinkies will make you sound like you know what you're doing. And you end on the B bar chord. That's all I'll show you on that today. We'll have to do the other part later. But I hope that might help anybody out there. And I hope I got the band right. I told you. I can't remember nothing. People ask me all the time what's my phone number, and I feel stupid because I didn't blow $25 5 years ago on some business cards. I just looked like I got money instead of look like I got no brain left. So anybody ever wonders, I'm running a Marshall Valve State VS100. This is, probably a early to mid 90s 100 watt head. It's got a pretty cool FX mix knob on it. But it sounds totally different when you do that. I've been keeping it wide open, and it's got a couple little effects loop buttons and power dimension, which it's all preference for certain things, and it's complicated because I'm running an RP 1000 that I used for years. It's a gift from my father, and I'm just gonna use this stuff, man. I could use it if something goes wrong with my other rig, but it's just a few years dated back. And really, truthfully, I'm just using it for a couple effects, you know, like the delay, reverbs, and chorus. It runs in between in the effects loop of the Marshall. Now, I've also got the effects send used on the Marshall going straight in the line 6, and I'm using that without any amp simulation, because if I use like a Fender or something, it's too bright, way too bright. And I've got those other amp settings that sound good with this Marshall set, but I don't use them very often. Most of the time I just leave it dry and end up running, what is it, 2, 4, 6, 10, 12s in here just with this rig. And I don't know, I can't help it, man. I just got to use all of it. When I go play like the Harvest Moon, I'll run the line 6 with the pedal, the rig pedal, and most of the time that's all it takes. We could easily send it a signal. They don't like that for some reason. It's like they want the guitar to be last thing heard, because they'll use the bass drum and the vocals to be loud, but the guitars, it's like everybody thinks it says it's 240 watts. I'm telling you, they have started lying about wattages. I had a preamp mixer, or a post amp, sorry, it said it had 1200 watts. I ran it through 4 12s with horns made by a friend of mine in T-ville. And I used that stuff until the board started dying. I used it without a case. I can't believe that thing lasted almost a decade. And it was great. So after it died, the Page Brothers hooked me up with a very heavy but similar rig by Soundcraft. And I like it. The effects weren't quite my style than the Behringer one. And I used it for a long time, and then Brian started really helping out with the band, which he always was. Ever since Triforce / Karma's Child thing, I don't use my stuff. It stays pretty much right here. And I changed it up. I'm using a very large amp to run basically 6 speakers for the main vocals in here. And yeah, it's great, but I just haven't really had much of the need to sing in here through what, 2 15s and 4 12s, and all of it's got horns. And anybody wants to come jam, give me a hit up on Facebook, I guess. Either way, guitar time is set pretty much after work most afternoons. I can't make promises, but most of the time, if my wife's cooking supper or something, I'm gonna do it, because it's more healthy for my mental well-being to do what I enjoy doing after work than it is to fall asleep in a chair, which usually happens eventually anyway. You know, you work hard all day. You're gonna find your place of rest. Most of the time, she helps pull me, come on, go to sleep, go to bed, dang it, I'm tired of looking at you. Not really, but she wants me to be more comfortable. And see, I'm sitting here watching this clock go down as I'm talking to you guys, man. All of a sudden, this video is going to take 24 hours, because I don't know if yesterday's video is even uploaded. If it is, good, because I don't know what to do about that. And it'll only take 3 days if I go to editing on this stuff, because I got to then somehow upload it onto a computer and then figure out, watch it. It'll take 45 minutes to watch it. And what am I going to do? Take off 45 seconds here and 10 seconds there? I try real hard to go straight into some licks, and then I talk about how awesome this guitar is and blah blah, or what, like in this case, what gear I'm using. You know, I mean, it's hot outside in Georgia unless it's March. We've been pretty chilly today, but it's hot in guitar time, man. fishy, fishy. All right. So I'm gonna tell you guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday tomorrow, because it could be Thursday before this one uploads. Until I figure out how to shorten my mouth and my licks. Nah, who cares, man? This is our time, right? No, it's my time, man. I'm doing this for me. If you're here, glad you're here. This chair is just not going to work. And I was just going to tell everybody bye anyway. Holla. Guitar time. Out.